Whoa, what is up, everybody? Today we're gonna look at some gear I carry into the field. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Dan's gonna grab the backpack he's always talking about, but not today. So I'm gonna grab something else. I know you're probably thinking, yeah, he's gonna show us his haversack again. Not that. So I have a secondary bag that I sometimes carry because I consider my haversack and that oilcloth pack that I carry all the time, like that's my primary pack. I'm gonna go out in the woods, I'm gonna camp, I'm gonna spend the day out, I'm gonna make some coffee, I'm gonna hunt. I mean, I take it for almost all that stuff. But the secondary pack is literally this. This is an RCVA, like skateboarder, bicycle, I don't know, surfer pack that I had for a few years now. I bought it because I thought it was pretty cool looking, and it became my survival bag. So we're gonna talk about that. Like, what's my survival bag compared to that other bag and all the things I showed in the past. So yeah, let's get after it. So no better place to start than the back of my van, because survival starts before you even head out into the woods. So this pack itself, before we get into the contents of it, I'll give you a little bit of background, I guess you can say, on it, of why I would grab this bag over my other bag. So as I said in the early intro, that's like my bushcraft, camping, I'm going out in the woods, kind of Dan Loex style stuff, right? But there's sometimes I go out, like this past weekend I went out with my wife and my son, and we were sightseeing at the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. So we were doing some trails, and we went to another park, and we were looking at some waterfalls and stuff like that. So I'm not carrying that backpack with me, but because I'm a survival guy, a bushcraft guy, I feel like I need to be prepared and have a few things with me. Now, the trails we were on were very public, so the chances of anything happening are very slim to none, but we did bust brush just a little bit, just to eat lunch and stuff like that. So I always think it's important to have some gear with you, okay? So this backpack is like for that reason, right? So it's lightweight, it's not heavy, it's very stripped out, but the cool thing with this pack is that I can still go in the woods like right now, and I can still live with this pack, okay, at least for a couple days, and I can get by very minimally. It might not be the most comfortable out there, but I'm gonna be able to keep myself safe and alive until I can find my way back, or at least somebody comes out and finds me. So that's really what this bag's about. I also use this bag when I teach our survival courses here. Everything I need is in this pack. So what we're teaching, you have this bag with you, you're gonna be fine, okay? So I know what you're thinking, let's break into it. But first, the backpack. Like I said, this is an RCVA, yes, right here. That's like a skateboarding, surfing type company. The pack itself is just, it's real lightweight, it folds down in itself, and it's not too big overall, so it fits the gear perfectly, and it is actually really comfortable, okay? No sponsored ad there or anything like that. I bought the pack at the beach, and it's pretty cool. Okay. Now, inside this pack, in the front compartment, I usually keep my water bottle. Again, metal bottle, you can boil water, gets the job done every single time. If it's really hot out, I can also stick my Grail water filter in. I do love this thing. It's really fast, it's really easy. I did a video on it in the past. It is big, it's bulky, but it lets you purify water. You don't have to worry about boiling it, but I still think that you should have something like this along with you, because worst case, if that breaks, you can always boil your water and you're gonna be good to go. Also, remember to fill up your water bottle before you leave. Now, this is in no specific order, this gear, okay? On the outside, I also have one of our signal flags, okay? So if I would need something bright colored, or I need some type of cotton material, here it is. And then it does have side compartments. On the side, I just have a roll of tape. Remember, you can fix a ton of stuff in the field with this. You can start fires with this, and you can also use it for first aid. So this and this right here, first aid, little cut, something like that, you're good to go. Now onto the inside of this, okay? When I open this thing up, the first thing you're gonna see popping out at us is a military poncho liner. These things are nice because they pack down really small and they keep you nice and warm, especially throw a fire out in front in like a bad type scenario. This thing's gonna work great for you. And to go with that, I just keep a large sheet. This is 6 or 8 mil plastic. Okay, you could buy big rolls of this. We hand this out at our survival classes. You put a debris bed under this. No matter how wet it is, this is going to keep you dry and act as a moisture and waterproof barrier between you and the ground. So this, in conjunction with this, is getting the job done for sleeping, along with, you guessed it, a T60. So this thing, again, packable. I got the whole shelter system right here, okay? Easy, breezy, ready to go. Now what I do have in here, just for ease of use when I'm at classes, are a whole bunch of tent pegs. They're lightweight, and I just think it's a little bit easier for me to just roll with it like that. So that is my shelter component. I have a way to boil my water. What I don't have in here right now, because my kid ate them all last week and I got to refill it, is a few protein bars and Cliff bars, the RX bars. Just throw them in for some food supply. Okay, now, two different pouches here. This pouch itself carries all my fire starting equipment. So just a roll down bag. I have a lighter, I have another lighter, I have matches, I have some homemade fire starters, and then I have a ferro rod. Okay, so with this combo, no matter how bad it is, I'm gonna be able to get a fire going because I have so many different options here, and we did tons of videos on how to utilize these things maximum potential wise. So my fire starting kit, in my mind, pretty solid. Okay, and then in this small pouch, this is just like, to me, my utility type gear. I have my compass, notepad with a pencil, so if I have to write things down, I can find my way in or out. I have everything I'm going to need for that. And then I have an Ultralight flashlight in there to help me in dark scenarios. What's nice with this is this has the visor clip, so you can take your hat like this and you can slide this over the visor and just wear it, and then you can also use it handheld. So double trouble right here. Now there's a little built-in compartment up in the top, and I do throw some different hanks of cordage in here at time. Right now I have some paracord in there to get the job done for whatever I would need. I don't carry a ton of this because if you really think about a survival type situation, my shelter component's taken care of, my water component's taken care of, my fire component's taken care of. If I have some food in here, that's taken care of. I'm not gonna be really going out of my way too much more than that, so I don't need a ton of stuff. I'm not gonna be crafting a ton of things. So some cordage is better than none. You should always have it with you, but I don't need huge rolls of it like we do when we bushcraft. Okay, and then the last thing I keep in here is just a small fixed blade knife, okay? It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just something so I have a blade along with me. And one of the biggest misconceptions I think people have when they think about survival is that they need this. This needs to be number one. But you noticed everything else I have in this kit, if I would give to somebody and exclude this, they can make a fire, eat, drink, and sleep well. They didn't even have to bring this thing out. So with the skilled person, yes, this is important. But if you focus on them other things first, they're gonna get you a long, far way, okay? Maybe even back to civilization without ever even needing one of these. So it is important, I think, you have one, but I don't think this is top of the list when it comes to survival, like Rambo says. Sorry, Rambo. And then the other thing that I do throw in intermittently with this kit, depending on what I'm gonna be doing and how far out I'm gonna be going, is I do throw in this double down, which I used in the other video to build a survival shelter. So this, in a sense, is gonna act as my axe and my heavier chopping tool, so I can baton bigger things, split bigger firewood and things like that down. But it does add some weight, so if I'm just going somewhere that's more recreational, this kit that I just showed is what I'm going to be carrying. And that's it, my friends. That's how you turn a skateboarder backpack into a top-notch survival kit. So again, when you put your kit together, if you're new to it or if you have an existing kit, you need to think about fire, water, shelter, and food, the survival priorities. That should be the base of your kit. If you can accomplish those tasks minimally with that kit, you're good to go. So reevaluate your kit, maybe add to it, maybe take away from it if it's a little too much, and lighten up your load and be happy. So secondary kit for Dan here. I wanted to share it with everybody because the summer months are coming and I know a lot of people are gonna be outside enjoying the great outdoors. It's gonna be awesome, right? Alright, so that wraps up today's video. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I know I love gear. I love checking out everybody's gear, and I know you like looking at all my gear too. So definitely leave some comments below, interact, and let me know what's in your kit. I always go through there and I like to check that stuff out. Also, if you post anything like Instagram or anywhere like that with your kit, definitely tag me. I'd like to check it out that way also. So thank you again for watching the video. This was Dan Womack of Coalcracker Bushcraft. As always, check us out at coalcrackerbushcraft.com, and until the next video, stay in the woods.